Hi, it's Sherman again, and I'm here today to help you navigate your math textbook from Discovery Education. Today we're going to be looking at grade 6 math. One of the ways I like to access content is by the standards, as we try to focus on standards-driven instruction. So I like to click on the link standards. When I go to that next page, I'm looking for the corresponding number to my grade. And for the purpose of this screencast is going to be 6. So I click there, and I'm looking for standards relating to equations and inequalities. So I'm going to click and go to expressions and equations. I'd like to look specifically at one variable equations and inequalities, and then I'm going to click on my corresponding link there to find the concept that's going to work best to support my students. Here I'm going to view the concept for writing and solving inequalities. So I'm going to turn on teacher presentation mode here. I'll toggle that back in a moment to show you some things you can look for in planning. Right now we're just going to look at what students can see. And from what students can see, anytime they access content, everything in Discovery Education Math Textbook follows the Discover, Practice, Apply format. Under the Discover tab, students engage, investigate, and then summarize their learning. Under Practice, you got practice questions with coach and play options for students, and then additional resources. And then under Apply, they've got one or more opportunities to put to work on what they've learned. This particular one with the solving inequalities has 3. Now, I'm going to go back to where we started. And let's say this time I want to search based on a topic, because sometimes we may move through the book in a linear fashion. Sometimes we may be looking to support something very specific. And I just want to show you that through our keyword search in the table of contents, it's really easy to navigate this content. And let's say geometry is what I'm interested in. And so then we see a population of everything that relates. And in Math Textbook, we've got one thing here related to geometry. And I go in and I'm going to look at our coordinate plane geography. We see again the Discover, Practice, Apply model. And now I'm going to toggle to turn off that teacher presentation mode. And so now, once I do that, and you'll see that TV screen there, the little icon on the right is how you're able to do that. And now you can see some things that are really just for you as a teacher. And I want to click here on a model lesson. And in the model lesson, some great planning tools at your disposal to use in support of your students. First thing I always love to see is the standards. And you see this vertical alignment here. We got in the middle, we got the standards covered. To our left, we've got what we call reach back standards, which are standards if you need to provide scaffolding for students. You can see the skills that build up to what's in this particular content. And then for students where you may need to increase rigor, you can use the reach ahead standards to build out things for them. And so they're referenced by the number here in the vertical alignment, and then you can scroll down and read the text on them here. So now, teacher preparation. If I want to execute this lesson, how do I do it? So we got materials for you as the teacher, materials for students. We've got common misconceptions, which you can always use to anticipate where your students are going to need you. And that also may be some places where you can, do some of that scaffolding ahead of time that we mentioned already. Your key vocabulary, terms that students are going to need to be able to access and master. Then we got our sessions, our engage. You got a prescribed number of minutes. This can increase and decrease based on you as a teacher and what your students may need. Investigation. More investigation. We've got some extension activities, where students can take that out, and then also for that apply. And then we've got assignments and resources, and this is everything pooled in one place where you can see everything that students will have access to. And these are some, if the images are things that you want to pull up ahead of time, those are some things that you're able to do, and it's just kind of housed in one solid place. So that is a quick overview of Math Techbook, looking at grade 6 with Discovery Education. Thank you.